Hello, and welcome to another edition of Good Deeds. It's brought to you by justserve.org. If you're looking for an organization to get involved with and help make this a better community, start with justserve.org. They'll connect you with many nonprofits that are helping people every day. Justserve.org is a wonderful place to start. Today, we are talking with an organization that has been helping people for many, many years with many programs here in the Sacramento area, the United Way. Dr. Early, thank you for joining us to talk about a program that is very timely and very helpful to people this time of year, free tax preparation.
Absolutely. I am happy to be here. Thank you so much. And yes, usually when we are talking taxes, I think sometimes we have a little bit of a pit in our stomach, but this is really exciting because there is free help out there for families who need it the most. And so I'm excited to be here today.
Yeah. It seems like every year it gets more and more complicated to do taxes. I
It
myself
does.
have to hire somebody to help me with mine. And I know that for a lot of people, that's not even an option because that can be very expensive. So, how long has United Way been doing this? And how do people that need help with their taxes, but maybe can't afford to hire someone, how do they get connected with you to get this help?
Absolutely. So United Way has been doing this for decades. In fact, when I was an undergrad in college at UC Davis, I used United Way's program to help me and my family file our taxes. So talk about a full circle moment. It is for families who are households who are making $67,000 or less. You can sign up. You can go to, you could call 211. You could also go to yourfreetaxprep.org. But I think the real point out there is help for you. You don't have to do it by yourself. And these are dollars that should be in your pocket right now. And so you got to make sure that you file the paperwork in order to get those dollars back in your household.
Yeah, I think I saw a statistic that for people that don't file taxes, that's often the number one reason they don't is because of it being so complicated. They just get
Yeah.
overwhelmed and there's a deadline looming. And so they just kind of, push it off. But that literally is money that you're letting the government hang on to when you could be using it for your
Yes.
family.
Yeah, and you're absolutely correct. These are dollars that you are entitled to. They're your dollars. And so far we've actually served during this tax season 3,219 clients, households so far as of this Tuesday. And here's the thing: the biggest priority is just encouraging people to get out. Out of those 3,219 clients or households we've served, they have so far received 4.9 million in their tax returns.
Wow.
4.9 million. Those are dollars, once again, that we're going back in our community, back into the pockets of folks who need it the most. And so, again, it can be overwhelming. You are not by yourself. And there are people who have been certified by the IRS to do your taxes who are raising their hands and saying, hey, let me help you.
Wow. I'm sure that on the other side of this, there are people like you mentioned that are certified by the IRS, bookkeepers, accountants, that this may be a perfect opportunity for them to give back and help people. How would they get involved in volunteering their time to help out with this project?
So during before tax season starts, so typically during the winter time, in the fall, we put out a call, the bat signal. All those who are interested, you actually don't need any experience with taxes at all. We train you, and you could go to yourlocalunitedway.org. Once again, yourlocalunitedway.org and volunteer that way. And I will tell you, even my mom, once I started here a few years ago and told her about all the great work, my mom's a free tax prep volunteer. She got certified last year. And so now every year she raises her hand and says, how can I help?
I love it. And I'm sure there's other areas that you can use volunteers for as well. Same
Absolutely.
website, same page, just sign up and find out where you can be plugged in to help.
Yeah, we all want to figure out how to give back to our community. And so by going to yourlocalunitedway.org, we have opportunities for you to do one-time volunteer opportunities. Or if you want to work with, kiddos who are getting literacy tutoring, we look for tutors there. And as we said, we also have volunteer opportunities with free tax prep, free tax prep preparation. And then also just we just had recently our kids read event in which we had volunteers just come out for the day and read to kindergarten, first grade, and second graders. And so lots of opportunities to give back. And I think all of us really, if we just did a little bit in our community, our whole society would be better.
Oh, absolutely. And I think once again, just this whole concept is very timely because, as you see cuts to federal programs everywhere,
Yep.
it's on us to step up to help our neighbors out as we can, doing what we can. And that's how we build a stronger and healthier society.
We are stronger together. And as we say at United Way, united is the way. And so, how do we come together in order to help our neighbors, those who need it the most? Not a handout, but a hand up.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us about this program. We'll get your website up on the screen so people can go and get more information about either receiving help or volunteering to help. And I'd love to have you back on at some point to talk about some of the other programs that United Way offers.
Oh, that would be amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for what you do. And thank you for getting the information out. As I said, we just want people to take advantage of the fact that these are dollars that should be in your pocket. So don't be overwhelmed. Just call 211 or go to yourfreetaxprep.org.
Absolutely. Thank you.